This movie is the latest from acclaimed director Bong Joon-ho, promised a wild sci-fi satire with Robert Pattinson at the helm. But what it delivers is a bloated and disjointed mess that squanders its potential. This adaptation of Edward Ashton's novel tries to merge dark comedy, social critique, and dystopian thrills into a cohesive blockbuster, but it collapses under the weight of its own ambition. The premise, which is about an expendable worker cloned repeatedly to die for a space colonization mission, sounds intriguing on paper, but the execution is a slog. The main character, Mickey Barnes, meant to be a relatable everyman trapped in a nightmarish cycle, comes off as more irritating than endearing. His cartoonish accent and perpetually bewildered expression wear thin quickly, and the dual role of Mickey 17 and 18 feels like a gimmick that never pays off emotionally or narratively. Where Robert Pattinson's eccentricities have elevated past roles, here they feel forced, as if he's trying too hard to fit into the movie's quirky universe. The director seems to have lost his sharp edge. The biting social commentary that defined his best work is present, but heavy-handed and muddled. The villain is a caricature so over the top it borders on parody, yet the film treats his fascist rants with a seriousness that clashes with its otherwise absurdist tone. The satire feels like it's shouting at the audience, then cleverly unraveling a point, and the political parallels are so on the nose they lose any subversive bite. Visually, Mickey 17 is a mixed bag. The cinematography offers some striking moments, but the monochromatic aesthetic grows monotonous, and the action sequences feel generic and uninspired, lacking the much-needed visceral punch. The alien creatures that could have been a standout element are underutilized and reduced to a fleeting plot device rather than a meaningful part of the story. At 139 minutes, the film drags painfully, especially in its third act, where it abandons the existential questions about identity and humanity it briefly raises. Instead, it pivots to a predictable rebellion narrative that resolves too neatly, betraying the chaotic promise of its setup. Nasha, who is Mickey's love interest, is a bright spot with her raw energy, but she's sidelined by a script that doesn't know what to do with her beyond propping up Mickey's arc. Ultimately, Mickey 17 is a disappointing misfire, an overstuffed sci-fi comedy that's neither funny enough or profound enough to justify its existence. The director's signature blend of heart and critique is buried under a pile of half-baked ideas, and Robert Pattinson's talents are wasted on a role that never finds its footing. It's not worth to watch this in theaters. Just wait on your streaming service.